Hello, hi, I'm Ellie and welcome back to my channel. A brand new survey for Infinity Nikki came out this week, and a few of the questions really got me going into speculation mode. Could multiplayer be coming to the game? I've got some thoughts and maybe a little wishful thinking to share, so grab a cozy drink and let's dive in. Most of the survey was the usual stuff. Feedback on the current event, quests, limited banner, outfit design, etc. But 6 questions on it stood out to me, and they all asked about my thoughts on playing with other people. I'll admit, when I first started playing, I didn't know much about the game outside of wearing pretty outfits and getting to be a loot goblin. What can I say? It doesn't take much to make me happy. When I learned you could add friends in the game, though, it made me think there was some form of multiplayer. I mean, why else would we need to have friends in the game? Unfortunately, that's not the case. The closest thing we have is sharing photos and having other folks being able to stumble upon them in the world, like them, and maybe even take a picture with your Nikki. Alas, not much of a multiplayer system. But the survey questions are asking things like, do you like playing games with others? Who do you want to play games with? And lastly, quote, regarding social or playing with friends, what kind of experience do you expect to see in Infinity Nikki? Now, I might be reading into things too much, but this makes me think the devs are considering some kind of multiplayer update. Whether it'll come this year or even happen at all, I can't say. But I'm hopeful. Even a small multiplayer feature would be a big step up from what we have now, which is not much. Now, I'm not asking for a full-on MMO experience, but the thought of being able to explore Mirrorland with my community, gathering materials, or riding whim cycles together and totally not crashing into each other because we're for sure all very skilled whim cyclists. That honestly would be so cool. And how fun would it be to show off our latest outfits to each other and take real group photos? Even more than that though, I'd love to help other players with things they're struggling to complete, like finding whim stars, collecting dues of inspiration, or even finishing dungeons. I'm not entirely sure how they'd implement something like this, but maybe they could introduce a system where one player hosts the session. In this scenario, you would join the host's version of the world where any whim stars or dues of inspiration you see would be things that the host still needs. Now, as far as resources go, this part would need to be implemented pretty carefully since there are quite a few rare resources with daily cooldowns, so I could easily see that being abused. For example, having someone join a game, gathering the rare resource, leaving, then finding a new game and rinse and repeat. In that case, it might be best to keep the current daily limit on those resources, regardless of whose version of Mirrorland you gather it in. But even with those concerns, there's still so much potential here, and I'm excited to see if the devs take the plunge into adding more social features. For now though, all we can do is wait and speculate. What do you think? Would you like to see multiplayer in Infinity Nikki? And if so, what would your dream system look like? Let's chat about it in the comments. That's all from me for now. I hope you have an amazing day or an amazing rest of your time zones. Don't forget to take care of yourselves, keep those stracks topped off, and give yourself a little reminder of how awesome you are. See y'all next time.